What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about the limited 95 overall Aaron Rodgers. EA Sports has just announced him last night, and he could be the best Madden Ultimate Team 25 QB. So we're going to talk about a few things and how you can prepare for it. Now, he is a limited. So the first question I get asked is, okay, G, how do we get it for cheap? I know I always tell you guys how to get stuff for free, the general cards, you know, the legends, the AKA, stuff like that. But in this case, it's a little bit more technical because we have to go based on the market. Now, the reason that I say he may be the best QB in MUT, obviously his release has always been good, dating back to Madden 20 when they first, they started to change up the way that these QBs release the ball. He's had one of the most consistent releases in the game. All right, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to take a look at some of the quarterbacks, and if your quarterback falls in the reign of these quarterbacks, you may want to get rid of them. Now, you're going to be watching this vid a little bit earlier than when it comes out. The actual content comes out, so you'll have time to figure out what you want to do. Now, I'm going to go over the reasoning behind all of this, okay, so that you guys can understand. Now, as far as discounted abilities, right, we're going to start with Eli Manning because I actually saw a couple guys that still had this card, and I was pretty shocked that they did. When you take a look at his attributes and everything as far as Team Diamonds, he's pretty much outdated with the way that everything has gone since, Zero Chill and all that stuff. He's not really, unless you have him on a certain type of theme team, there's nothing really appealing about him. All right, he gets the one, discounted gunslinger like everybody else, or you can give him 0 AP conductor. And other than that, he gets the, the 32 team chems, but there's nothing really spectacular about him. So this is what I ask you, right? If you know that a limited is coming out and you have Eli Manning, okay, even if you have a theme team, you can get 2.48 million for him. So one of the things that you can generally just know is that no matter what happens with Aaron Rodgers, he's more than likely going to still have 2 AP gunslinger, right? They're going to make sure he gets that discount because most of the quarterbacks that have been coming out, they have 2 AP, 2 AP discounted gunslinger. If you wanted to, and that's the reason that I'm doing this video, you could just get rid of this card now. The chances of him selling for 2.48 is very low though. You may have to get rid of him for a little bit, a little bit less, maybe almost 1.9 million, because what happens is the only thing that keeps him valuable is the fact that he gets the 32 team chems. And even with that, I just showed you he's very, very slow, so there's not really that much of an appeal for his card. Okay, so you can already gear up and just be ready for Aaron Rodgers. Now, again, regardless of what your theme team is, you can limit the way that you utilize abilities if you have a better throwing motion for the quarterback. For instance, one of the best quarterbacks in the game that we discovered earlier was Boomer Esiason, right? His throw power, well, not the throw power, but his throw motion with his throw power makes him very, very good. So for that reason alone, he's probably going to sell. And like I said, I always wanted to get his card back. I just didn't want to spend the money, right? So you'll look, I'm showing you the top quarterbacks in the game, and there's really nothing, that crazy about it. Now look, when we go to his upgrades, his abilities and stuff, you'll see similar stuff, right? You'll see that discounted gunslinger, but it's 3. So his value is technically a lot lower. The only thing, like I said, that may influence you is the fact that his throw motion is wild and ridiculous. Like, he gets the ball out really, really quickly, but then again, he only played for these teams, right? So he doesn't even get the 32 team chems. So the top quarterbacks right now in the game, we obviously know that RG3 is absolutely dog crap. All right, because people were asking about, RG3. Yo, G, what do you think about RG3? I think he's absolute dog crap, but I've said that for a while, so I'm never going to go over his card. I'm just showing you guys the top QBs. Vince Young, Mark Sanchez, Phillip Rivers, similar situations where you look at the QB part and you're like, yo, you know what? It's time to get rid of these dudes. Now, these cards stay on the market for a very, very long time because people are not really willing to pay for it. Like, say, for instance, I don't know if there is a Phillip Rivers, right? I haven't seen Phillip Rivers on the field the entire time since Team Diamonds. And you could see globally that he's 75% usage rate. A lot of people don't use him. So these are very, very important aspects. Now, it's not because everybody wants him that he's not available. His value is not there. So any of these quarterbacks right here, these top 5 for the Team Diamonds, you may want to go ahead and consider getting rid of them because Aaron Rodgers, like I said, he should have all those basic discounts that Eli Manning has. Obviously, the 0 AP gunslinger is probably not going to be a thing, but he's probably most likely going to get 2 AP discounted gunslinger. All right. Now, as you go down to the most recent limiteds, right, with the other Team of the Week stuff, and you got Drew Lock and stuff like that, I've been getting asked this question. So, G, what do you think's going to happen with Drew Lock's price? Realistically, all right, he's already a lot lower because people know that it's coming, because once EA puts it out and it's confirmed, it's a whole different ball game. Yes, we get leaks and we know what's coming, but we just don't know when. So this is a situation where you can look at it, and if you wanted the Drew Lock, this is probably going to be around this price. He may drop even lower, which I think he's going to, because nobody's going to want to spend over 1 million coins for a Giant. Most people are not going to be Giant theme teams, and they may be a theme team that Aaron Rodgers actually played for. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the Packers, the Jets, things like that, because you just got Sauce Gardner, you got Revis. There's a lot of other things going on with the Jets versus the Giants. So everybody gauges that. So if you have a Drew Lock, again, it's a similar situation. If you have a Drew Lock and you're trying to get ready to go for the Aaron Rodgers, you probably should sell Drew Lock. Everything down here, including Joe Burrow, which is another team of the month. I think he's a team of the month player, right? November player of the month. I don't know how his price is still where it is right now. I honestly, there's nothing appealing about this card. I really don't know. And again, he's another card that I've never actually seen on the field, but people have him. I don't know what's going on. Get rid of him, okay? Because I'm telling you, just outright, we're going to figure out a way here to probably snipe Aaron Rodgers. Like I said, his release, pretty decent. Now, I currently have Marcus Mariota. All right, everybody here, you can see their prices, they're all garbage. Dude, don't ask me questions like, yo, G, should I sell this guy? Dude, if he's below, look, anybody below here, get rid of him. I don't care. Lamar Jackson, it don't matter. Just get rid of him. Unless you do roll out and do weird stuff, then Lamar Jackson is probably the best card to use, because he actually, with his speed and everything like that, for his limited, he may be one of the rare cards with a decent release. And you don't have to go too crazy, but you can still see that people want to get that Aaron Rodgers just because of the release. I know he's a lot slower, but this is a situation where he probably, if he drops a little bit more, you could take advantage of this. He probably is the only one I'll give the exception to, because like I said, some of you guys still roll out and do stuff like that, so it may be suitable for you, but everybody else, if you're looking to get the Aaron Rodgers, you need to get rid of the other cards now. This guy has a very, very good release, so I don't know what I'm going to do right now, because even if I sell him for the whatever price he is, he's not going to go up or down too much. This is probably going to be where he stays. So this is something that it doesn't really matter for me right now. Even if I get 400K for him, it's just 400K, because he didn't cost me that much anyway. I spent 500 for him, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, everybody else that I showed you, make sure you make quick work of it. Just get it done. It does not matter whatever else is going on. If you have any reserve packs that you want to try to get rid of, do what you have to do. Just remember, there is no other way to get him other than purchasing him or buying packs, because he is a limited. I'm going to talk to you guys and girls later. You have a blessed day. One love, y'all.